Hello, my crafty family, and so welcome back to Glittered and Glued. So today I am obviously shooting a video a little bit different. I want to share with you a project I made that was inspired by pretty much every Tim Holtz maker. When I saw the Halloween release, I knew I had to have it. I wanted to, work with some of the products, and so this was, one of the projects I ended up completing. I've done a couple of memory decks cards, which I know I've done one video. I got another video to shoot, but I really wanted to do a home decor piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance because I am holding the camera. I'm trying to hold it as still as possible. But it's going to be a little bit difficult because I want to kind of like get into and show you what I did and how I kind of put it together. So let's just here, you can just see right here. First of all, I'm calling it the Haunted Hayride. So, as a kid, we always had what we called the haunted hayrides. Somebody always put one together, and, as a group, we'd always go out, and it was so much fun. And I thought, it's kind of spooky, but in a fun way. But, Tim Holtz products are just, phenomenal. And you can just like really do a lot of creepy, odd things with them. And that's what I really like about them. So, I've got a long way to go in learning how to use all of his products, but man, they're great. That's all I can say is they're great. I'm loving it, loving experimenting with it. And so, I'll just stop chatting and just kind of get right into it and show you. So here we have the wagon here. We've got this cute little girl. This is one of the paper dolls. And I colored some of his little paper flowers. I think everything in here but the grass is Tim Holtz. Everything but the grass and the this stuff right here is all Tim Holtz. The vignette boxes, the feet, here's some little brackets I made with the wheels. I saw this and I can't remember. He's got so many makers that he features. I saw this in one of them and I thought, what a great way to make a wagon, which is really why it inspired me to do the Haunted Hayride, because it was fun. And you can see this is actually, I'm going to take it off and so I can kind of, well, I better not take it off. I'll get a little bit closer here. You can see here I've got like this old mossy grass and a little skull back here and some pumpkins, and I put one of his chipboard pieces, the haunted, back here. Let's do that there. I know my camera angles are awful, but y'all, I'm not used to shooting with my hands here. And you can see I've got one of his ghosts back here from, I think it's Frightful Things. I think that's the collection there. And you can see a couple more of the paper dolls. You've got a couple of little lady witches back here with their little broom and a dustpan and a feather duster. How cute. And this little girl here is pulling the wagon. As you can see here, she's got a little string here. And I've got it, got the string tied on one of his little, I can't remember what the piece was called. It's like a brad. I took the brads off and just glued it on with some E6000. And I put a bat there because I love the little bitty bats. They are so cute. And you can see tucked right in here, you've got some of the little bones. And those can pull right out. Now for this part of the wagon, I actually adhered these with some hot glue. If I ever change my mind, I kind of want to redo it as I learn how to use more of his products. I can do that because, so I just use the glue, the regular hot glue. But I've got a skull head from the, I forgot the name of the pieces. I'll put it all down in the description box below. Some more of the pumpkins. And of course, I just used some of the, Distress inks to kind of make it grungy a little bit. I used as much different colors of the grass and moss that I could find. There was a pack I've had because I was working on a fairy project that still I'm not finished with. But I had so much of this left over, I thought it would be perfect for this. And I used some Distress Oxide spray to kind of grunge up. Here, I'll kind of angle it. If you can see some of the darker spots there. I think that was Rusty Hinge is the one I used on that one. You can see these dark spots. Just to kind of, again, just grunge it up a little bit. I used some of his paper from, I think this is a Wallflower paper pack. And I used some, you know, some of his Distress Medium. And I think I also used some Rusty Hinge on here just to kind of darken it up a little bit. And let me turn this a little bit this way, bring it a little bit closer. Got some more pumpkins and some more of the little flowers tucked in here. And you can see the little fence. I love the little fence. It's so cute. And so here's the a graveyard, because you know when you're going on a haunted hayride, there's usually like a fake graveyard, which is pretty cool. I think it's fun. I adhered one of the little bitty bats to the top of one of the little headstones that he has in his pack, the one that comes with the hand and the headstones. I've got another ghost coming out of the graveyard, because that's where they are. You can see I got another little right tucked way back there, another little skull, and really just a bunch of moss and grass pieces, different types of moss. I think that was so cool to have so many different types of moss, that it really just lends itself perfectly to this project. And I started to try to color here. You can see here, this is where I really have to learn how to use the distress crayons and markers and things like that. Is I really I've got to play with it a little bit and kind of figure them out. So you can tell I'm very, very, very new at using them. But overall, I think the project I just love it. It's so cute, but spooky, and I love that. And I really like adding the haunted to the back right here. I just think it's adorable. But that is my major Halloween project I worked on in the month of October here, just because I really wanted to play with all the products, and I just love them. I've got some Christmas stuff ordered. I'm gonna do some Christmas projects, see how that turns out. But as I go along and experiment with the products, I think I'll get better and better at it. I'll be able to color some of the paper dolls. I'm definitely gonna, reading some of the featured makers blogs, and they talk about how they do it, so it's cool. That is my Tim Holtz project. Don't know really what else to call it other than the haunted hayride. But guys, thanks for watching.